Hello, everyone. Afternoon. Welcome to today's 5 o'clock, 8 to 10 webinar. My name is Sean. I'm a teacher in the school here in Milan, and I may be joining later, but at the moment she's having some technical issues. So I'll get started and we'll see if she can join later. For the moment, can everyone please let me know what's your name and where are you watching? Okay, great. We already have Tommaso from Brescia. Hi, Tommaso. Welcome. So while you're introducing yourselves, I'll introduce the topic. So today we're looking at the focus Murphy's Law. So in this focus activity, we're discussing lock phrases and vocabulary, first and second conditional. So the subject is lock and the grammar point are conditionals first and second, which you may or may not have studied in lessons, but we're going to look at them today and revise or introduce the topic a little bit. Okay, great. We also have Monica from Novara. Hi, Monica. Hi, Olga. Olga watches very many of these webinars. Always good to see you. So in case you missed, I may or may not be joined by Emily. I'm not Emily in other webinars, but for the moment she seems to be. Oh,
Hello. I have
hi,
resolved the
Emily.
problem. Hi, everyone. Hi. I think you just started. Hopefully, I didn't miss too much. Okay. I'm well.
Just
How are you?
introductions. We have some. Oh yeah, I'm good as can be generally in these situations. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just quickly introduce yourself, Emily. Where do you come from?
Sure. Yeah. So some of you may remember me. I am from the UK originally, from the middle of England, and I work with Sean in Milan Meravigli.
Hmm.
And it's nice to see so many comments straight
Yeah.
away. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people watching already. So I just introduced the topic talking about lock and conditionals. So yes.
Perfect.
Now we'll look
Okay.
at kind of a warm-up. So some questions about lock,
Mhm.
about
Okay. Okay, we have Federica, hi. And Elena, hi everyone. Okay, you're with us at Milan Meravigli. Welcome. It's lovely to see some students from our school. Okay, I think we are having some.
Yeah, it's always good.
Maybe reopening the presentation sometimes works.
Oh, you can see the presentation. Okay.
We can't see the presentation at the moment.
Close and open it again.
That's okay. Maybe while we are doing that, Sean, are you a lucky person in general? Or maybe anyone watching, tell us if you are lucky or unlucky. So I think I am a mix of the two. Okay. Sean, I can share my screen if you prefer. Okay, Sean has disappeared. Okay, I will share my screen. Hopefully we can see it. This is actually a good example of Murphy's Law, as we will talk about, in fact. So if we go on, here are our questions. Please do answer along with us as we talk about these. So please tell me, have you heard of Murphy's Law? So what is Murphy's Law? Maybe you and Sean talked about this before I arrived. But what do you think it is? I'll give you a moment to think about that. Okay, so Eleanor, I don't believe in luck. Okay, so lucky is the adjective. So luck is the noun. So we often talk about, I believe in luck. I don't believe in luck. Okay, or when you wish someone good luck is another example. Okay, so Federica, I don't know what Murphy's Law is, okay? And Eleanor, the law of evolution. Okay. Yeah. So maybe we will just explain what Murphy's Law is. So Murphy's Law, in fact, is everything going wrong at the worst possible time. So I think Sean and I have both experienced this today, with me having some problems and now Sean having some problems with the internet, as you can see. So Murphy's Law in general is having extreme bad luck. So have you ever experienced this? Please tell me. Maybe some of you believe in it, some of you don't. I think, as I said, technology often obeys Murphy's Law. Okay. Sean is, yes, Sean is hiding. I'm sure he will return in a moment. Okay, we have a couple of other comments. So Monica, okay, I read on the internet, so the preposition on the internet about Murphy's Law. It is a restaurant in Milan. Okay. Now the question is, would that be a good restaurant or a terrible restaurant? What do you think? Okay. Okay, and Giacomo. Yes, I have already heard of Murphy's Law. Okay. The typical things that happen in a bad situation. Yeah, a bad mood is more about your emotions. If you are in a good mood or a bad mood, it's whether you are happy or not so happy. But typical things that happen. Okay, Sean is back with us.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Sorry, my internet is failing there. And good example of Murphy's Law, anyway.
Yes. It is, yes, as we talked about. If something can go wrong, it will. Very nicely summarized by Emanuela there. Thank you. And hi to Giovanni. Welcome.
Hi.
Okay, so we were just talking about the first question. Maybe we can go on to the second. So, are you a lucky person or an unlucky person? What about you, Sean?
It depends. Generally unlucky, but kind of small things. Like I don't
Mhm.
win competitions, or things happen to me at bad times. Like when I was writing my
Right.
dissertation, my laptop failed. Things happening at the wrong
Oh
moment.
no. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Are you lucky or
Mm.
unlucky, Emily?
I'm a mixture. Like you, often when things go wrong, it is at the worst possible time, which we often call sod's law as well. That adds that element
Mhm.
of time to it. Um,
Okay.
but I think in general, a mix probably.
Hmm, good.
Mm. Okay. Oh, we have some more comments. So Giovanni, okay, I think there is a book that explains um, probably misfortune. Misfortune is the opposite of fortune. Yeah. And what specifically is the book about? Um, what is interesting about it?
Hmm.
Okay. And Monica, sometimes I'm unlucky. So remember a K in the spelling there, not an H. Unlucky.
Mhm. Oh, Eleanor is being very philosophical. I think that
Mm.
luck deepens also by the way you see your life. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's about a positive or negative attitude. I'm not sure, really.
Mhm. Yeah, I think sometimes we talk about this is a complicated phrase, but we talk about self-fulfilling prophecy. Prophecy
Mm,
is thinking about the future, and self-fulfilling if you believe something will go wrong or go well, then it will follow what you think.
yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to write that for you, but the internet is demonstrating. Sean has done it. Thank you. Okay, there you go.
Murphy's Law again. Wow. There it is. Okay.
Comments. Thank you. Uh, Eleanor again. Thank you. We have sometimes in the bad situations. I remember an I there. That may be a typing error. You can see some good and lucky things. Sure. Do you agree with that, Sean? Are you optimistic like that?
No, I'm a very negative, very pessimistic person, generally. And maybe that's why I'm unlucky. Self-fulfilling
Okay.
prophecy. I think worst case scenario always.
Yeah, that can be a helpful way to think about things.
Yeah.
Giacomo, I just want to make one small comment here. So not I'm agree, just I agree. It's a normal verb. I agree with Eleanor. So I know that is different from Italian and maybe some other languages that we have with us today. Just I agree. Maybe the final question as well. Um, Sean, I think you may have several from Ireland about luck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite a big part of Irish culture, luck, and
Mhm.
talking about superstition and things like this. And Murphy is an Irish name. I'm not
Mm,
really sure of the connection there, but
yeah, that's true.
Murphy is it's the most common name in Ireland. So
Oh,
maybe just
really?
in
Is it?
general, we're not
Mm.
lucky. Yeah, number one common name in Ireland,
Right.
Murphy. Yeah, and there is a saying about luck that I remember my grandfather saying to me when I was very young, which
Mhm.
isn't really very PG. There's a swear word in it, but
Okay.
I will share it nonetheless. I think we're all adults here.
Mhm.
So he used to say, he is so lucky. So he, a person's particular, he used to say it about me actually. He's so
Mhm.
lucky. If he fell into a barrel of shit, he'd walk out in a three-piece suit.
I love that. Maybe you can
That was
explain it.
his piece. I'll type it in. There's a lot going on. So
Mhm.
if he fell, and it's a conditional.
Mhm.
So if he fell in a barrel of shit, so like a container of shit, I'm sure you know that word.
Mhm.
He would walk out. Would walk out. So he would emerge. He would leave the barrel
Mhm.
in a three-piece suit, which is a very kind of sophisticated, fancy thing to wear. Good thing to wear. So it's talking about people who are unusually lucky in maybe a kind of a disparaging way.
Yes,
That's the one that came
I
to
like
mind.
that. I think we will all use that, and maybe
Yeah.
when we will probably come back to conditionals later, so we might come back to this example when we talk about those, because this is quite a fun example. I just want to go back
Yeah.
to a couple of comments. So Olga, I am lucky I have the best people around me. Yeah, that can make a difference. Okay. Tommaso, yeah, thank you. Murphy's thought something goes wrong and it's supposed to go well. Yeah, maybe there is an expectation. Um, so when we start a webinar, we expect that the technology will work, will be fine, and so it doesn't. That may be part of it. Um, in my
Yeah.
experience, anyway. Anna, just to explain self-fulfilling prophecy again. So self-fulfilling prophecy is when you anticipate the result. So for example, if you take an exam, before the exam you think I'm going to do really badly, I'm going to fail this exam, and then you do fail the exam. You can say it's self-fulfilling prophecy because I predicted the correct outcome. Yeah. So it's saying because I predicted this, it happened. And some people believe this is true and some people don't. I think at times,
Mm.
if you have control over a situation, it can make a difference. But maybe not in every situation. Monica, thank you. Yeah, the luck is destiny, maybe. Yeah, okay. I catch every opportunity. I take every opportunity. Okay. And Gianni, I think Gianni has some similarities to you, Sean. Do you want to talk about this one? If you can hear us. You
Yeah,
still
I don't
yeah,
know
you are.
if I am lucky, so I
Mhm.
am lucky, but I'm sure that I'm very pessimistic, very pessimistic.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah?
maybe
Can you hear
similar
me?
to how you feel. Yeah.
Okay.
And if anyone can think of any sayings about luck, maybe if you know some Italian or French or Spanish phrases that you want to translate, then we would like to talk about as many sayings, as many idioms about luck as possible.
Mm.
Yeah. What do you think about these cats, Sean? Do you like them? If you go to a Chinese restaurant, do they feel lucky to you?
Yeah. I they're quite charming, but they're a bit creepy at the same time, I
Yeah,
suppose. I mean, I don't know, are they supposed to be powerful? Do they bring good
I
luck or
think
something? I'm
so.
really not sure about.
I think I find the way their arms move quite creepy. You know, often one arm
Mm,
rotates, but I think it is meant to be lucky. Um,
yeah.
about any other phrases that you can think of as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
The answers here. So if I just read the phrases, we have a lucky break. Remember the pronunciation is break, not break there. Down on your luck, to push your luck, beginner's luck, to luck out, to have the devil's own luck, and tough luck. Okay. See what you think the definitions are. So maybe you and I can also talk about the title. So is the title an idiom that you would use?
Mm. Wheel of Fortune. No, I mean, which is similar is Luck of the Draw. I think Luck of the Draw, Wheel of Fortune. I know
Mm-hmm.
Wheel of Fortune was a television
Mm-hmm.
program, wasn't it?
Yes, I think in America, yeah. Yeah, I mean, and the idea you will probably all recognize because I think this is very common. The idea of someone one day being very lucky and the following day being unlucky. Can say it depends on the day, which is exactly what the luck of the draw, as Sean says, also means. Which is a really nice phrase. The draw, like the lottery. We have someone from Monica, thank you. In Bocca al Lupo. Okay, yeah. So in the mouth of the wolf, is that right? And yeah, I'm not sure what the second one means.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you do though, Sean.
Yeah, it means in the ass of the whale. I didn't know that actually.
Probably uh, it's less common in English, but we could say something is in the hands of the gods if it's up to someone else. We don't know. It's all down to
Yeah.
destiny or to luck. If you send an
Mm,
application, you can say it's in the hands of the gods now.
mm.
Okay. So maybe we should start talking about these phrases. Sean, do you want to take the first one or two?
Yeah, so we have Monica, a lucky break is to be very lucky. And yeah, I think a lucky break is I think to achieve a positive result by chance. Maybe, it wasn't very likely or very possible to be lucky in that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, just a fortunate result. Anyway, yeah, it's positive,
But
definitely
I agree with
positive to be
you.
lucky, an instance of luck,
Mm,
definitely. And then down
yeah.
on your luck, yeah, yeah. Mm. And down on your luck is then negative. It's to be, I think, just bad luck or in an unfortunate situation, maybe.
Mhm.
One of those.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but if I use that one, it's probably a longer situation. It's probably over a period of time. So maybe someone doesn't have a job, for example, because it's not just one instance of bad luck. It's your whole lifestyle, your whole situation, personally. But a lot of these phrases can change individual to individual. In the specifics. Yes, Federica, an unfortunate situation, that's right. To push your luck, we have Elena. To achieve a positive result by chance. It can be, you can achieve a positive result, but not necessarily. So to push your luck is to risk misfortune by acting overconfidently. So imagine that you are getting a promotion at work, for example, and they are offering you more money, and you say, "That's okay, but I want even more money." You ask for even more than they are initially giving you. Okay, Sean has disappeared. We'll see if he returns. So to push your luck is to go beyond lucky. So you are already lucky, and you want even more. And so it's risking. It's risking something. You are not staying in a safe situation. Okay. And sometimes that can pay off. It can have a positive result. Sometimes they will say, "Okay, no, you want too much. You want too much." So you actually lose from doing that. It depends on the individual. Okay. Sean, welcome back.
Murphy's Law is very much in action today. That's all I'll
Yeah.
say.
No beginner's luck for us.
No.
And what is beginner's luck?
Yeah, beginner's luck as beginners. So to the surprising luck of an inexperienced person. So someone who shouldn't be lucky, who doesn't have the experience to do well, has a good chance, does well in the situation.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Have you ever experienced that? Beginner's luck?
I don't know. I think sometimes if you begin a task, it goes better than when you're in the middle of a task. I don't know if that's just to do with motivation, but sometimes I find it's easier to do something at the start
Yeah.
than when you've been trying for some time.
Yeah, I think maybe a new game or something you haven't played before. Yeah.
Exactly.
Luck out. We have Monica to be very lucky. Okay. Yeah. So this one is the one that is by chance. This is unexpected again. So for example, let's say you go to the shops just for regular food, and you find a cake that normally sells out very quickly, and it's very unexpected. So then you go home and you say, "I lucked out. I managed to find this cake that I wanted unexpectedly." So it's a situation like that, I would say. But that one is not one that I use as much. I don't know about you, Sean. Maybe this one and the
No,
next one.
maybe it's American English. Mm.
Yeah. Okay. The next one is also an interesting one. Do you use that one at all, Sean?
I don't know that I would say to have the devil's own luck, but I would say lucky devil. Someone is a lucky devil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is unusual because the devil is certainly negative, but it's actually positive. I
Mhm.
suppose we think the devil is lucky.
Yeah, maybe because the devil does things in a smart way. The devil can control events, can change events.
Ah,
Maybe that's why. Um,
mm,
yeah, that's a really good point there. So devil's own luck is positive. It's to be very lucky. And just like Sean said, I would probably say someone is a lucky devil more often. Um,
mm.
yeah, or something devil if you want to say someone is really something. I think there was a film a couple of years ago called Handsome Devil. I don't know if you saw that, Sean. I thought it was
Yeah,
quite.
yeah, I did. It was an
Mhm.
Irish film.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a nice film. Yeah, so I know this one looks like bad luck, but it's actually positive, that one. And yes, Monica, tough luck is bad luck. And again, notice the pronunciation. If this is a new word for you, tough luck. Um, and tough just means difficult, a generally negative word. Again, I would probably just say bad luck here rather than tough luck. And if someone doesn't do very well, you can say bad
Yeah.
luck, or um, maybe even rotten luck occasionally, but that's quite formal.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Tough
Okay.
luck is one that my parents or my teachers used to say to me, I'd say, "Oh, it's not fair.
Mhm,
She started it." And they'd say, "Well, tough luck." I don't care.
mhm.
It's not
Yeah,
important.
that's great. Okay. Are there any other uh, comments that you want to make here, Sean, or any other phrases you want to mention?
No, nothing that I can think of. Anything that you can think of?
Not not so far. Um, yeah, I think maybe one we can call someone. This is quite a nice word. Someone can be happy-go-lucky. Again, this is the title of a
That's
film
nice.
that I really like. I am channeling film titles today. So if someone is happy-go-lucky, it's just they let the world go. They are very cheerful, very happy all the time. And even when the world is negative, when the world is difficult, then this does not show for them. So if you imagine um, someone who is very happy all the time, you can say they're happy-go-lucky.
Mm.
We have a comment about tough. So tough just means difficult. So if a situation is tough, it's saying it's a difficult situation. It's a hard situation. Okay, Monica,
Mm.
tough is not the past to teach. We have taught. So you are right that the spelling is similar, but the word itself is like this, taught. Okay, really good questions there. So I think now we can talk more about experiences, because it's always useful to practice some of these situations. So maybe Sean and other people in the comments, please also write about your own experiences. When have you experienced a lucky break?
I think when I was looking for a house in Milan, I was finding it very difficult, and there was a building There was a room in one building that I applied for, but I was too late.
Mhm.
And then by chance, a few weeks later, there was in the same building that was very similar. So I could apply for that without visiting, and they
Mhm.
knew me, so it was okay. And I got the room immediately. So that was a lucky break because it
Yeah,
was proving very difficult to find somewhere to live.
yeah. I think you definitely need some luck um, in in a situation where you're looking for a house. So it's a very difficult one. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. I maybe trying to think of anyone I know who has the devil's own luck. Um, I do know a few people who managed to get jobs immediately after university and houses, and they seem to have very stable, solid lives. So I would say that those people have, for the moment, the devil's own luck, but hopefully
Yeah.
not selling their soul in the process. Um, yeah, so normally that is not so much for a situation, that is for a person. Maybe please do write comments to us about these situations. Maybe we should talk more about push to your luck, because I know that can be a difficult one to
Mm.
understand. So I talked about promotions. Maybe you ask for more money than they are originally going to offer you, and that can have a positive result or a negative result. Um, Sean, can you think of any other examples for push your luck?
Yeah, there's a word, I'm not sure if it's Irish, but we say a chancer.
Mm,
A
yeah.
chancer is a person who pushes their luck. And this is a person who will, push every circumstance so they get their way, even when maybe they don't have the authority, maybe they don't have the right to do that. A person who pushes their luck, yeah. And I would say I know a lot of chancers, and I don't
Mm.
think it's a very positive quality.
Yes, I completely agree with you. Yeah, I know a lot as well. Um, and maybe some of what chance, and
Yeah.
also in a specific situation, maybe if you are going to push your luck, you can say, "I'll chance it. I'll take that chance." Um,
Yeah.
so if the very common example, if the light is about to turn red on a traffic that you want to go through, you'll say, "I'll chance it. I'll take the risk that it will turn red while I cross."
Mm.
Okay, yeah, yeah, that's a really useful point, Sean. Thank you. So, Elena, thank you. After the master's degree, you corrected the spelling, experienced a lucky break, which I found. Um, do you mean with the back? Okay. Sean, do you want to take the other comments we have?
Okay. I'll try to push my luck. So always to push my luck. I think it's difficult because some of the phrases use lucky or lucked and some use luck. But once you see the form, it's always that form. So it's always push my luck. When I play in competitive card games, because it could change the situations. Yeah, I mean, a card game's certainly a big area where luck comes into play, and you have to, yeah, I think the good poker players certainly take risks and try and create more opportunity in that way. So yeah, that's a good example of pushing your luck, I think.
And what's the word for playing in competitive card games? We have a verb for this activity. Or when you play a game for money.
Oh, to gamble.
Yeah, and we again, this to gamble can in general conversation mean to take a risk, even though specifically it's about competitive games for money. To gamble or gambling is the gamble. Sean, are you a gambler?
No, I don't like gambling. I don't understand the appeal. I'm not
Yeah,
much of a risk taker in general because I think I'm unlucky and I'm quite negative, so definitely not, no.
yeah. I tend to have as much. The devil's own luck. There's only one devil that we talk about. So the devil. Monica, when I lost an important opportunity in study. Okay, great. We someone who is the difference between lucky and being fortunate, because this may not be a difference that people are aware of. So, have you thought about this at all? What do you think the difference is? Or maybe for you there is not a difference. Because maybe you'll agree or disagree with me. I'd say lucky is the one we use more about situations more often, and fortunate is maybe more about your life circumstances. Fortunate, maybe you come from a family with lots of money, something like that. You can say you are very fortunate in your life circumstances. Or in very formal situations. So maybe in a job application, you can say, I was fortunate enough to do something, but lucky is the one we use more often. So this is a very small difference, but it's worth being aware that we use lucky a lot more often. What is it? Comments? What first condition? We can about an example. If you can hear us, don't know if okay. Focus on this too much because we are almost out of time. I don't know if that's me or Sean.